Hello everyone, and welcome to another horror news update. Now, if you noticed recently on my channel, I haven't been making a lot of review videos. I haven't been making a lot of videos lately at all. Well, that is because my throat has been feeling like heck lately. A lot of coughing, a lot of runny nose, just the common cold, I guess, with the whole weather changing thing going on in my area. So, that's why there haven't been many videos on my channel lately. But now, since I'm over my common cold, I'm going to try to do as many as I can. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and do another episode of Horror News Updates by Centipede Geek. First on the menus today, if you don't know, Eli Roth is in the works of making another film called The Green Inferno, and apparently it's going to involve cannibalism. So let me read into the article a little bit here. Apparently it's inspired by the 1980s film Cannibal Holocaust. So, anyways, it says it will follow an idealistic student and a group of naive do-gooders who are captured by cannibalistic Indios after their plane crash lands in the Peruvian jungle. That's the idea for the film. Seems that co-writer Guillermo Armando, along with the original story by Eli Roth, they both will be doing the screenplay for the film. So, seems like Eli Roth is in the works. Eli Roth, he's a pretty cool guy. So, definitely might want to be on the lookout for more information on The Green Inferno. Interesting title. Other news, Stephen King is in the works of having another book. If you don't know, he's doing a sequel to his The Shining, his 30-year-old book. He's doing a sequel to The Shining called Dr. Sleep. That comes out in January of next year. Well, he's also coming out with another book in 2013 called Joyland. I believe Joyland comes out, let's see. Joyland comes out, I believe, in June or July. I'm not finding it here, forgive me. June of 2013 is when Joyland is going to come out. And I guess it's set in a small town North Carolina amusement park. In 1973, it tells the story of the summer in which college student Devin Jones comes to work as a carny and confronts the legacy of a vicious murder, the fate of a dying child, and the ways both will change his life forever. That's pretty much the gist of Joyland. So if you like Stephen King's books, definitely be on the lookout for two of his books in 2013. Dr. Sleep in January, and now Joyland in June of 2013. Stephen King is a great author. I'm actually reading Cujo right now, and he's a cool guy. I love Stephen King. Movies, books, graphic novels, cool guy. Anyways, be on the lookout for more Stephen King in the future. Other news, Piranha 3 Double D, if you don't know, just came out about 4 days ago, June 1st, and I love the film. Critically, it's done pretty horrible. It only got released to just, I believe, like 60 or 70 theaters. It didn't do very well. But, there are some people that do like it. Myself, personally, I did like Piranha 3 Double D a lot. I liked Feast a lot. Well, the reason I bring Piranha 3 Double D up is because I looked a little bit into John Gulager, the director of both those films. I looked a little bit into what his playlist is for the next few years, and it seems that if you do like John Gulager, I have some good information. He is in the works of 2 more films. So, as always, links are in the description for all these articles. Anyways, he is in the works of making 2 new films. Apparently, one of them is going to be a very dark and slow and really super gory and over the top. He said the film's going to be like a film called Dog Day Afternoon and Last House on the Left. Imagine if Dog Day Afternoon and Last House on the Left were combined. Imagine that. He said, like I said, super gory and over the top. That's one film he has. He also has said that he has a Western film in the works. And he said they're both horror films, of course. One's kind of a noir film, so, kind of like that kind of crime, drama, horror kind of film, he said. And then he said another one is kind of about dreams and stuff like that. So, John Gulager is in the works of making 2 new films. For me, that's huge news because I love Feast and I love Piranha 3 Double D, so I can't wait to see what John Gulager does in the future. He's a great guy. Anyways, check out that interview below in the description for more information about John Gulager's future films. I can't wait. More news. The actor from Hunger Games, if you don't know, her name slips my mind right now. Anyways, that girl is going to be in a new film coming out later on this year called House at the End of the Street. The reason I bring that up is because there's a new trailer up, the second trailer for House at the End of the Street, and this trailer is now a more straightforward trailer. It actually gives you a better insight of what the film is about than the first trailer, so definitely want to check that trailer out. The film looks decent. Not amazing, but it looks like it'll be a fun watch. This next information isn't horror at all. I just wanted to bring it up because I like the first one a lot. Rise of the Planet of the Apes is in the works of getting a sequel. We knew it was going to happen. I can't wait till the sequel comes out. The title is going to be Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and it's going to come out May 23rd of 2014. That's a long time away, so let's just kind of scrap this at the end of the table and talk about more recent stuff. Anyways, let me just kind of read you the premise. It says, apes are taking over cities and being moved into human environments and having to interact with them and deal with things that are part of our culture. Humans exist underground because that's a way they can avoid the virus. Coming up above ground, wearing gas masks, and maybe that's what dehumanizes them. Anyways, that's the gist of Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Great name. I kind of like the name Dawn. It reminds me of Dawn of the Dead, I guess, kind of, just because of the whole word Dawn. But I like the name Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Anyways, if you like Rise, look for Dawn in 2014. Anyways, let's get to more recent stuff. Other news, if you like Ghostface, you might want to check out a new Scream TV series in the works. Or you may not want to. And the reason I say that is because it's going to premiere on the channel MTV, which is kind of weird. Very weird. A lot of people are wondering how in the world are they going to do it, because people are wondering like if they would have a different Ghostface every season, or if they would have the same one, like if they would, like, you know, at the beginning, you know, have him kill people and at the end reveal who it was, like if they went on the Scream films, and the second seasons be like a completely different thing, kind of like an anthology kind of thing. So there's a few different ideas they have, but it does seem like a Scream TV series might be in the works from MTV, so you might want it to be something you might want to check out for. Anyways, article in the description below. Other news, we have more news about Stephen King's next big movie to hit the big screen. So, you know, he had a Bag of Bones, I think was his last movie thing. Bag of Bones was kind of like a TV series kind of thing that was like 4 hours long, apparently. I haven't watched that yet, but I know that's been his last movie thing. Anyways, he has another book that's going to be adapted into a movie that's going to hit the big screen, and the movie is going to be called The 10 O'Clock People. Apparently, it's based off an old short story. Tom Holland is going to be the director, and the cool thing is, if you don't know who Tom Holland is, he's done Fright Night, the original. He's done Child's Play, and this is his, I believe, like his third time doing a Stephen King adaptation. I believe he did like Langoliers, and he did one more that I can't remember. I know he did Langoliers. Anyways, great director. You know, I love Child's Play. I haven't seen the original Fright Night, but I have seen the remake of Fright Night. I like that a lot. Anyways, Tom Holland's a cool director. Really interested to see what this 10 O'Clock People is about. So anyways, be on the lookout for that. Might be something you might want to look into. Apparently it's about, I believe, some guy. Let's see here. I believe it's about some guy who is having like a lot of paranoid kind of stuff going on, and he has like a new synthetic drug, and apparently it's making him see things. It says right here it is. The short story follows Brandon Pearson, who, in trying to kick his smoking habit, uncovers a frightening aspect of reality that he plans to extinguish through extreme measures. Might be something worth checking out. Other news, Hannibal Lector is in the works of getting a TV series, if you don't know, and the reason I bring this back up is, I know I've been talking about this in all my episodes recently. I bring this back up now is because a guy named Mads Mikkelsen, forgive me if I pronounced that wrong, this guy is now going to star as Hannibal Lector. If you don't know who I'm talking about, it's the villain, I believe, from Casino Royale. And I guess he also plays in Clash of the Titans, a guy named Draco, but I don't remember who that character is. Anyways, Casino Royale, the villain, is who it is. Anyways, I'll give a link to his picture in the article so you guys can see what he looks like and everything. But be sure to check out that TV series coming out very soon. I have some bad news. about one of these articles. Scary Movie 5 is in the works, and before I announce the bad news, let me give you a little bit of good news. First up, Scary Movie 5 is going, if you don't know, it's going to spoof films like Final Destination, Paranormal Activity, I believe Child's Play is also another one. But the main movie, also Rise of the Planet of the Apes, they're also going to spoof, and 127 Hours. But the main movie they're going to spoof is Black Swan. You know, usually they have a big film that they'll center the whole movie around. You know, like Scary Movie 3 with Signs. You know, Scary Movie 4 with Saw. Well, I guess Scary Movie 5 is going to target Black Swan. And the strange thing is, Black Swan's not really a horror film. This is one of the first times, I guess, that Scary Movie is going to center around something that's not horror. I'm sure they're going to make the movie kind of a comedy horror like it always was, more of a comedy, of course. But Black Swan's kind of a psychological kind of movie. Now, I don't really consider the film a horror film. It's a good movie. It's a great movie, but not a horror film. Anyways, I guess the story is set in a dance world, and just think the scary movie, or think the plot of Black Swan. If you've seen Black Swan, that's the plot of Scary Movie 5. But the main thing they're going to be spoofing, they said, is Black Swan, Paranormal Activity, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, and 127 Hours. Now, the bad news I have about Scary Movie 5 is that apparently Ashley Tisdale, you know, from High School Musical, is going to be one of the lead roles in Scary Movie 5. That's weird. And honestly, I don't want to see her in this movie because I don't want to see some High School Musical actor in Scary Movie 5. But I will watch it. If you don't know, Scary Movie 5 comes out January of 2013. Other news. Let's see here. Just found this article today, actually. It's been 14 years since we've had a Phantasm film. Now, I've only seen the first one, but apparently Phantasm 5 is going to start filming this year. Apparently, Dread Central is reporting exclusively that Phantasm 5 is a reality. According to the article, an extremely reliable source close to Dread confirmed that not only is Phantasm 5 fully scripted, but it will begin filming this year. Dread also went on to say that we would not want to tell you guys that Phantasm 5 is happening and happening soon unless we were at least 95% sure of the news. And yes, I read that statement directly from the site. Dread Central, apparently, is the ones who reported on it. So, be looking forward to a Phantasm 5 very soon, probably late this year, early next year, probably sometime in 2013, it's just my guess. And that's about it for the horror news. Now, I want to apologize about some news that I made last week. The news I made about the Exorcist TV series was actually false. I apologize to all the viewers who thought that information was true. It is not true. Horbid made another article talking about how that the information was just a rumor. So sorry about the Exorcist TV series news. It looks like we won't be having one in the future. Now I want to talk to you guys a little bit about, not news really, but DVDs that are coming out. Now, if you don't know, movies like Safe House came out today. John Carter, Journey to the Mysterious Island came out today. A lot of stuff came out today. Anyways, check my Tumblr below for everything that came out. Now, there's some really good movies that I do want to kind of talk to you a little bit about. Apparently, there's a film called The Bunny Game that's very controversial that's coming to the Blu-ray this July, so be on the lookout for that. I only watched the first 40 minutes of the film, and I got kind of disinterested just because of the stuff that was going on. Very graphic film. July 17th of this year comes with a commentary, featurette, and a trailer and an alternate trailer. So it might be something you want to check out. The premise is pretty much about this prostitute who has a very dirty lifestyle, does a lot of cocaine. Anyways, about this prostitute who gets taken by the semi-truck driver and who's at first believed to be a client, but ends up taking her out to the desert, puts her in a bunny mask, and makes her go through these sadistic games. Anyway, if you think you might like the premise of it, might be something you want to check out. Anyways, Bunny Game, July 17th of this year. Mentioning July 17th, another film that I love personally, a film called Intruders that starred Clive Owen and Ella Purnell, also comes out July 17th of 2012. Now, I don't really care much for Bunny Game. The first 40 minutes was just not my taste, I guess. Now, Intruders I liked a lot. Intruders was a phenomenal film. Intruders was just great, really cool. I believe I reviewed it, so if you want to know more information about my opinion on Intruders, go watch my review. Anyways, that film I want to mention because it comes out July 17th of 2012. Intruders was very cool, so definitely be one to pick up in July. Some other classic horror films that are coming out on Blu-ray are Halloween 4 and 5 are apparently in the works of coming out. Let's see here. Apparently, new special features, new commentaries, and new HD transfers. Let's hope it's legit, right? Anyways, check the article more if you're curious on getting Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, and Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers on Blu-ray. Okay. Another film that I want to talk about coming to DVD and Blu-ray, I believe it doesn't come out till July 24th, though, is a film called Silent House. Now, critically, the film did okay. I have a review about it if you guys want to go watch that. Anyways, Silent House comes out on Blu-ray July 24th of this year. Definitely be something you want to check out. I loved it. If you don't know, it's a remake of a older film that came out in 2010, I believe. Anyways, Silent House is definitely something you want to check out. That's about it on the horror news update today. A lot of cool stuff going on. A lot of cool articles to look into. So make sure to check out all those articles out below in the description. Anyways, that's it for today. Like, comment, subscribe to my page below. And I'll see you guys later next Tuesday with another horror news update.